So there we are with the fire service attending the flats again. Now, as I stated in a previous video, we had a fire in Quarry Green Heights C block, November 2021. I think it was November the 16th, the early hours. And one of our neighbours, much like neighbour Gordon Smith, was found dead after a horrendous fire. And I'm just 2 floors up above from where that fire was. The fire service didn't call up to see if we were okay here. Didn't check up to see if there was any smoke damage. Well, it wasn't damage as such, but we could smell smoke for weeks after it. But like I say, the fire service didn't call up. But when I asked them for the fire report, they came back to me pretty quickly and stated that it cost £160. Now I'm wondering, did the people of Grenfell go through that? Were they asked to provide some money, or is it when more than one's killed, then you're going to get the reports out there in the public domain, as it should be? The fire service should be publishing fire reports. It should be in the public domain. Now, they charge £160 because they know that insurance companies they'll fork that out. £160 is nothing to them. Or if people are making claims against an insurance company, again, you know, they'll pay the £160 in the hope of being compensated. So I'm not too happy with Merseyside Fire and Rescue over that tactic of charging people £160 for a fire report, so you can ascertain what exactly happened. I mean, this fire report might not collate with our own witness statement reports, which a couple of people from the flats wrote out. Now, when I went to hand it to the fire service, the witness statements, they didn't want to take it. They just looked at me blankly. That was a week after the fire in November 2021. They attended the flats here, quite a few of them. Started knocking up, asking to test smoke alarms and that. Something they'd neglected to do for a couple of years, actually. They just didn't. With the COVID, everyone jumped on the bandwagon, didn't they, and thought, we can do less work now. We can get away with a lot more. So that's just one fire engine turning up there. Now, maybe because of the regularity of them turning up for these false alarms, that they're just sending one unit out now. We don't really know. But anyway, there's not much to see there. It's just me talking about the fact that the fire service, if you're unfortunate enough to be involved in a fire, to have one close by, you're going to be asked to pay £160 to find out what happened. Now I can hear another fire engine's on its way, I think. That one's still on attendance there. Anyway, I'll end it there. If anything else happens, I'll come back and record it. Now, I know the fire service aren't happy with people recording them, but you've got to understand that when people have cameras, public services tend to perform better. I'm not saying the fire service necessarily, because if they attend a fire, they don't care who's there with a camera. They've got a job, and they're single-minded about it, which they have to be when it's an emergency. And it's not nice to have people with cameras pointed at you while there's fires going on, but it's the only evidence that we, the public, have. unless you want to pay £160 for the fire report, which I don't think we'll be getting a fire report in this instance here. It doesn't look like there's a fire. It looks like another false alarm. Now, Knowsley Council did bail out these flats. They paid for a waking watch. It was a year or so ago. They had a waking watch. Now, we had the same thing in our block of flats. We had a waking watch. It was some migrants. A couple of the lads were English. They were from, I don't know, Manchester way or something, but a couple of the fellas with them, they didn't speak English. They couldn't really understand any requests by the tenants here, but they were on a waking watch. Someone thinks it's okay, it's acceptable just to employ anyone and everyone.